gonna
Can
ask
you
when
see
my
this?
birthday was?
There we go. It's
Do you-
going.
Yes, because
Oh, cool. I can kind of see it.
I want Zeridus to have your
It, like,
sign.
glows neon or whatever. But it's not actually neon.
Ah.
I don't know if the Zodiac's the same in this world.
That's okay.
That's why I was asking about the 12 months and if they lined up with our seasons.
No, if the Zodiac
Was
is
for
different, then
Zodiac
that's okay,
purposes.
because Katrina's character just created a Zodiac by themselves that just so happens to perfectly mimic the real life Zodiac.
Yep.
What are the zodiacs? Can we witness those?
Corum worships giant crabs of the summer.
In my other game, one of my players is named Gemini, and he didn't want to make a backstory, so I did it all for him, and he doesn't know it. And I was like, well, this world doesn't have the Zodiac, so I could just make it up as like a criminal organization or like a spy.
Oh, wait, I just realized this is even cooler when I'm using select token to drag my character. It shows me
You should give them a
how
secret
far I
spin.
can run with my normal walking speed and how far I can run with a dash, and if I try to go beyond that, it shows red to show that that's too far for me.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
He was gone. He missed the fun conversations about the new tools that have been added. Let him play around for a second. Let Trevor
I'm
play with the
sorry.
toys. Anyway,
Okay, Hector's definitely a Virgo. I just gotta nail down his birthday.
anyway, Corum, Trina, you were saying something.
Oh, so these guys were really fun, and I'm glad we were able to collect at least a bit of goo off of it. But there were deer over here if you guys are awake and ready to go. You want to go check that out? If not, I can go without you, but
Okay.
Sure, let's go for deer.
Where are my hit points? Where can I just easily display my hit points all the time?
In the,
So I would like to point out
in the
that
token
I thought the
controls.
singing was creepy, and
Wait.
it was in fact creepy.
Yeah.
Oh well, I fell through the lands. The chunks didn't load. I'm dead.
Bo looked into the void, and the void didn't.
There we go. There we go. I got it.
You got it. You did it.
I can't move Hector, so Hector should move.
Sorry, I was
Hector!
trying to do things.
Hector!
I would love to resize the calendar.
Oh,
Shoved in the
yeah,
bottom
pick it.
right.
And move it.
where did my people go?
Can't resize it.
Oh, I don't have vision.
You don't have vision?
Yeah. Yeah, it says
Are you playing this
Are
game?
you not on the same? Are you
I
not
don't-
on the same scene you were?
I don't.
Is
No.
everyone seeing black or
I
just
don't-
Katrina?
No,
I can see
see,
the
and
woods. I can't see my person,
And I do
and
not
it is dark.
see Katrina's token.
Oh, yeah, Katrina's token is in fact gone. How did you manage that?
I don't know.
He has all the permissions now.
Only all the permissions for. There was a way to update the tokens too, wasn't there?
Okay. Okay, now I'm here.
Good enough.
Wait, you're Corum, right? You're
Yeah, I'm
Token.
Corum. Yeah, I am here now. I was not there for a second. We're good. We're fine. To the deer.
I summoned her forth.
Thank you.
Hector's birthday
Thank you
is
so
the
much.
25th of Eridus.
Oh, I have someone who has a birthday in Eridus.
How do I make an event?
Just kidding, I do not.
Somehow Yabo is the only one who has an actual token picture that sticks.
That's not true. Charity has one too. Or at
Make
least
a
in my
note.
view it does.
No, that sticks when I copy and paste.
Oh, okay.
It's not that big a deal. Anyway,
I'm cool like that, you know.
you accidentally clicked something somewhere.
Good.
Oh, before we get into this, where is it? I can never find it. Rollable tables, journal items, actors, scenes.
Wow, these trees are floating above the water. That's magic.
I feel like they're more fallen in and it's just very shallow.
No, it's magic.
Mind, you're right. Really, this is magic floaty wood.
I mean, yeah.
It's normal wood.
It's a magic floaty wood. Who knows? You'll have to go check it out to find out.
Let's see if it's the weight of a full-grown half-orc. Get out there, you Yawo.
Another tip, Iris, is the chat log can hold a ton of shit that slows you down. So
Yeah,
if it does ever get slowed, clear chat log.
that makes sense. Where is it? It's not really relevant, but I forgot where it is. Oh well. That's fine. Anyway. What was I gonna say? So, for food, Trina, what I think I'm going to do now, to actually just be like, instead of just one roll, I'm going to have you roll 7 d20s a week, plus half your survival modifier times 7. Or not times 7, sorry. Just plus half your... Yeah. No, that's right. Plus half your survival modifier times 7 for how much food your people how many people's worth of food your characters manage to gather in a week. So it would be 7 d20 plus 14 for a week. Looking at your sheet. That being said, I assume you are taking the lead. Oh, don't worry about it right now. Oh, that wasn't even you.
Oh no, that was me remembering how to do an attack.
I just heard a die roll when I was in a different tab, and I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. Nope, it was Madison.
No, it was me remembering how to do things.
Anyway, Corum, presumably you're leading.
Yeah, I try to.
This would be that far. Okay, and that is.
As I'm
also,
walking,
I'm trying to be sneaky because I don't want to fuck around and get impaled by a deer.
You don't want to get
you are?
gored.
Do you
Yeah.
like? Do you say anything?
Yeah, I like crouch down and I like do the hand motion, you know, when you try to tell a bunch of people to shut the fuck up. And I go, shh.
Okay.
Finger to the lips.
Why are we shushing?
Alright. Everyone roll me a
Deer.
move silently check.
Checks. Skills move silently.
Yep.
Oh no!
God damn it, Hector.
Damn it, Charity.
Oof.
Two of us are
That's what I
just
expected.
stomping around.
Cool. So I can do the thing I was gonna do anyway, which is Charity is grabbing samples of any plants that
There
are like unknown to her.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing in the middle.
No.
Okay,
No.
but it wasn't natural ones. You guys just have -4 and -3 to move silently.
Four.
Good job, guys.
Anyway, so
Oh, yeah, I guess armor, huh?
marching order.
Me.
I really wish I could make this smaller.
I wanted to be after Korung because I was gonna be, though moving very quietly, being like, why are we crouching? Why are we afraid of deer? Aren't they food?
I'm in the back because I'm like a little bit behind the rest of the group because I keep getting distracted.
We'll just
I'll
slip
go
you off the
behind
side there.
Chiraco, and I am genuinely trying to be quiet, but it's just not working.
Here, so I
fine.
can't see my friends when I'm right there.
Oh, is that technically considered a wall?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Are we choosing
Um,
marching order?
Yeah.
You moved
I
me,
I
my
do
friends
have my
disappeared.
I will.
longbow
You,
out.
you know, I will give you the option if you guys want to be down here, or if you want to be up here at this other game trail, or this other game trail.
Nah, let's
We're
be
already
down.
here.
We're already.
already here.
Yeah, that's not worth it. It's too far to move. All right, Corum. I would like you to roll Corum and Yabo.
I will have my short bow out as well.
Yep, weapons
Roll.
out. Weapons ready.
I'd
It's
take- Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little.
my crossbow.
I do it a little late because I realize, oh shit, we're pulling out weapons.
oh shit, we're going to shoot something. All
Wait,
right,
we
was I
check
supposed to be being
what-
quiet?
Rolling.
So how many of us have bows?
Me?
I do.
I have a
3 of us
crossbow.
use bows? Jesus Christ.
A crossbow.
Well, it's
Oh
not
my
my main
God.
weapon, but I have one. My sword is my primary weapon.
Crossbow.
My
is my
fists are
primary
my
weapon.
primary weapon.
Cameron, what did you want
What
us
are we
to
rolling?
roll?
I would like Corum and Yabo to roll me a spot check.
Excuse me.
Okay, cool. Don't worry, they're oh that's a Corum I clicked on accident. Okay, so Corum and Yabo, from your
Oh,
position,
Forum got like a Sabriel perception, huh?
Yeah,
is,
I'm a
is a ranger.
ranger. I
Oh,
should
that's
be able
right.
to see shit.
Yeah, it makes more sense on Corum than it does on Sariel.
Is that another one of those plant things, or is that
No, they're
a
deer.
different creature and you're just using?
I
the same
said this earlier.
deer?
I'm using the same token.
I missed that. I'm sorry.
You made a comment
wrong
about
here?
it. You
I don't think I did.
you did.
I forgot.
You're like, oh, this game is awful.
That was
It's
the
got
joke about
reused
reusing.
assets.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Anyway,
You forgot. Leave him alone.
Are they wrong deer, or did they just look like deer?
you can't see, and it's kind of you're kind of far away, so you can't quite tell. But
Okay.
you can see Corum and Yabo, this deer and this deer
Look, man, I'm a goldfish.
are currently fighting, antlers and locks, you know, fighting, battling, and then over here there's this other one who's just kind of unperturbed, a little
I
bit
prefer-
younger. It's kind of like a
I
spike.
currently can't
like a
see
spike
the other
horn.
deer. It's hidden
Oh.
behind a tree.
Iris,
Yeah,
you need to send me all your maps.
Oh, were you moving down, Trina? Were you changing positions?
I was not meaning to.
Oh well.
But-
if you want to move down, that's fine.
You are.
Um,
You're bouncing.
I am now. I was.
Let's just.
I just had an idea.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. For myself.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. Everyone, just go ahead and add yourselves to combat.
How do we do
That was
that
a
again?
button.
Click
yeah,
on your
switch,
token.
or-
I do.
And then there's a little sword and shield.
Mm.
I'll go
That's
compass.
4.
And then
I hit it. It just didn't do it.
Do I have to do something
Did I
separate
do
to
it?
roll for initiative?
and then in the combat tab on the right, combat encounters, you can click on the little die.
Oh, there's a little die. Okay.
I can. I'm not actually moving right here, but I plugged in my controller.
Yeah,
Uh,
well.
these initiatives are not right. I need to go through and edit them.
Oh, is it adding too much or something?
No, it's taking too far. It's taking too much away.
Okay. I keep hitting the little button on, like, I click on my guy, and then
You
I
gotta go
click
back
on it, and it's
into
not.
the combat encounters.
Oh,
And then you should have a little die there.
gotcha.
Oh wait, actually,
Wait, hold on. I thought there was
Beautiful.
two deer. What the fuck is this
This is
shit?
what I expected.
No, he said there's a third one that I think we can't see.
Oh, okay.
I think it's in the shadow behind the tree.
I can only see one deer in general.
don't worry about
Yeah.
your actual line of sight. You succeeded on the
Okay.
spot check. It's just the line of sight of the
Okay.
map.
That's fair.
Everyone
So,
is in initiative. Cool.
I'm going first, yeah.
Well, I mean, combat hasn't actually started yet.
Oh, okay.
Right now, you
But we're
guys
prepared.
are still in stealth,
Yeah.
which makes me want to run a check
Cool
for
thing
them.
about
Your check
thing
for
about
them or
Foundry
something?
Yeah, I was about
is,
to ask.
Is with dynamic lighting, if you can see it, you can shoot it. As long as you have range.
Is it just RD20? Is it?
Is it a slash?
I have to type out /roll. I think. Okay, no, it is /r does work. Okay.
Telling you, you got to get the dice box module. It just gives you buttons.
Actually, that's below.
Oh,
anyway,
that sounds
that's fine.
nice.
Okay. They have. Two of them have seemed to have noticed you. The other seems to be unaware of the three people who have. Actually, just all of you. You're far enough away that they can't really hear you amidst the combat. But the two that are interlocked are currently. You can kind of see their ears perk up a bit, but they are very much preoccupado. So what is
Yeah.
everyone doing?
Moving in
I mean,
silently.
Not really anything. They're just deer.
I mean,
we're
we
in
gotta
the
get food,
woods.
don't we?
We're trying to eat them.
Yeah, I would like to eat them. I'm gonna go. Two are fighting. One is further. If we pick off the one, it might scare the other two away. But meat is meat. Okay.
I mean, we all. I'm pretend I'm talking in a whisper. I don't know how to do that.
Appreciate the self-awareness.
I think that multiple of us could probably get into a position to take them all down at once, or attempt to. Obviously, that depends on everybody's skill at shooting.
Which I am trying to. Plus
You
one.
know, Yabo probably doesn't eat meat, actually.
Not great, not bad.
I mean, you've been eating meat this past time because there's not vegetarian options.
Okay, then never mind.
There is fish. I don't know
Fish.
if Yabo's a pescatarian.
I don't know.
Maybe just like when given the option, we'll choose a meatless option.
I think Yabo, yeah, that. But Yabo prefers like lean meats,
Like
less
venison.
fat.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you want these deer?
I've never hunted before, so she just kind of shrugs.
I don't think Yabo has hunted before, but he understands conceptually what's going on.
I mean, she could kill the deer, but it might not be the best if you're trying to eat it. You know?
I'm trying to figure out if Hector would have hunted or not. Not in like any sort of serious like actual subsistence way, I don't think.
Be
Oh
hungry.
man, he's
Fun.
privately rolling dice now.
I'm good to
80 feet. Tell me where to stand and I'll shoot.
if any. Okay, well, you come down
Can I do a spot check to see if I see them now that I'm looking for them?
here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyone who wants to give a try,
Nope.
come down here, and then I'm going to go up here and try to shoot the one up top.
Wait, yeah,
I bet
Cam.
it's with the range
Alright,
in my
where'd you
heavy
say there?
crossbow, 120 feet.
I want to get a little
Let's see,
closer.
if you've moved closer, yeah, you can go ahead and make a spot check. Yeah, you're all within range to.
Do I actually
Seems
do I
good.
see them, or do I have to check?
Roll another spot check. It is still a forest and there is underbrush and stuff. There's Terrico.
How does take 20 and take 10 work again? Just
Okay,
Or just
so those
one?
are mostly out of combat. When you take,
Yeah, I figured. I
yeah,
just
when you
wanted
take
to
10 or take
know.
20, basically what you're doing is you're rolling a 1, you're rolling a 2, you're rolling a 3, you're rolling a 4, you're rolling a 5, you're rolling a 6.
Okay.
And each one of those takes 6 seconds. So taking 10 is a minute, but you get a 10 on the check, like, effectively.
Basically,
I
rather
still
than
can't
going,
see 'em.
I try again, I try again, I try again, I try again, you just say, I do it until I get 20.
Yeah, you do it until you work slowly and meticulously, kind of the thing.
Yeah.
You can't do it like if it's a stressful situation or if it's something that would be an issue if you were to fail. Like if you were to try to disarm a trap, you couldn't really take 10 because your disable device check or something would be 1 plus whatever for the first one, which would probably set off the trap.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's used a lot, like when you're doing dungeon crawling. Basically, every square you're going through, you're taking 10 or you're taking 20, like checking for traps, searching,
Oh my
looking for
god.
stuff.
Can I
I cannot
roll?
see these fucking deer.
Can I roll knowledge nature, if like to determine like if I know the species of these deer, or if they're like completely unknown to me?
Yeah, go ahead.
What might be wrong with them?
Go ahead.
Oh, that is a really good point.
Oh.
What do I need to get to see the deer? I rolled a 12.
I mean, they're not really hiding, so that's fine. That's
Are they still
that's
fighting
good enough.
over there?
Yeah, they're
The
still
best
fighting.
I've done is the best I've managed to do is 8.
Yeah. So Charity,
I'm guessing that doesn't cut
Corum,
it.
if you want to roll one as well, you can go ahead and do that.
To
To just see if you can know what kind of deer they are.
oh yeah. Nature. Where the fuck is my nature? Oh, I have knowledge nature. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Corum is in hunter mode. Corum is not paying attention to the species of these deer at all. He's like,
Corum is raising his fingers.
Meat.
Okay.
exactly.
5,
Um,
4, 3.
Well, I would like to
Ew.
before
And
the
then-
countdown.
I've not managed.
Before the
I have not
countdown, I'd
managed
like
to
to know
spot the
what I
deer.
know about the deer, so I can say something if I need to.
Charity,
okay.
you know they are Odocoilysis virginanus, or the common white-tailed deer,
Oh, okay. You just
from
shrugged.
what you can
That's
tell.
okay.
Just,
They're deer.
They're deer.
And they seem to be like a mating ritual. It's spring.
Or territorial.
Are
Territory,
all
okay,
three of
got
these
you.
are all 3 males?
Yes.
Well, I can't see them, so I guess I don't know that.
You can Charity can tell that would know that all of them are, at least the 2 that are fighting, are males. And would you be able to see this one from where you are?
I don't
Probably.
actually see the third one.
Yeah,
I
no.
only see 2.
Yeah, no, you can tell the 2 are definitely males fighting. Probably something territorial, from what you can gather. But it's still hard to make out the actual details of what's going on through the underbrush and things.
Gotcha. Okay, she just shrugs.
I guess we'll just try to aim where roughly where Tarako is also aiming.
Trying to point it out to you. You're like, no, there. No,
Well,
no,
I've rolled 3 times. I can't see the damn deer. I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, I understand, but Tarako he's trying. He's like, no, to the left of that bush, above the other. No, no, no. Just look to see where my bolt goes.
It turns out Hector might need glasses.
We need to get the
I
forge
have a
going
tinkerer for
Zeus,
that.
all 4 on the pad. Zeus. That's the opposite of what I said.
I will say, from where you guys are, they're partially concealed, so, what concealment means, basically, is if you're concealed, attacks, if they would hit, there's a chance of them still missing. Because of the concealment.
Just thinking, I wanted to move down here.
Do I
so
need to-
Hector wouldn't be in my way.
Hector, I would say they probably have total concealment from you, because you have not spotted them yet.
Oh, that's why I can't see them.
Karako, can you please
Okay.
tell Hector to move down?
I'll move over here and then I'll roll again. No.
Is it meta
Hey,
to
I
ask how
can
close
see
we
'em.
can get before we have to roll another move silently?
Let me take a look at their listen checks. I mean, they would have heard if they you already for the most part, or at least Hector and Charity making a bunch of noise as they're trying to crawl through the underbrush.
Okay.
Let me
I
double
was
check
just
here.
making
That's
sure
coming
that
in loud as
because
fuck.
armor's
Can't
heavy.
see 'em.
obviously
A
I'm not gonna
mess.
know like super exactly, but
Okay.
being able to like kind of gauge would be
I mean, if they were
Like,
going
I
to
would
hear you,
know.
they've probably already heard you.
okay.
Is the
Are we in position? Do we think?
Uh huh.
all right?
I have my hands in the air. 5, 4, 3.
Wait,
I
hold
don't
on. Which
remember
ones are we
how to
targeting?
attack a single one. I am targeting the
should
one
pick-
up top.
Okay, I will target.
And I
this
told you
one in
guys
the
to
middle.
go
I
to
have
the
a
one
thing
to
that
the
says
bottom.
select targets.
I believe it's control click, but it doesn't matter because I'm not keeping track of them in Foundry because
So just roll
they're not in
attacks.
there. So just roll an attack.
Okay.
He's doing math.
Wait,
Like a mad lad.
I have the attack
Like a
option,
true
but I
DM.
just-
Like a true DM, like we're playing in person.
That's so many. With my other party, I've said that so many times. We're like, how do I do this specific spell? It's like, I don't care. Roll a d20 and do math.
Yeah, like don't let just because it's on
I
the
wanna
computer doesn't
cheat
mean the
with
computer
my
has to
target.
do everything. All right,
Well, that
Corum.
almost made it hard,
bad.
like harder with
That
in
doesn't seem right.
Discord. But I think
Yeah.
it's a
No,
lot
that is-
easier here.
It's
I missed.
especially if you get to the dice box where you can just click a d20.
Well, you don't. I was like, you just click the attack in the inventory and it does all that stuff for you.
Yeah.
So you don't need the just roll a d20 thing. Anyway, let's see here. We should have gone in initiative order, but I guess this is fine too. Yabo, you miss.
Well, the idea was to all do it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the same
I'm also-
initiative happens at the same time, Madison.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? I always forget that.
It's a simultaneous
I don't
6
know
seconds
why
where you
my
all
heavy
act
crossbow
individually.
just uses sling bullet.
Anyway, let's work this in the background here. Yabo, you miss.
Mhm.
Oh, let's click the. No, not the calendar. My Windows calendar. Yabo, you miss. Terrico. Which one were you targeting?
I'm sorry. Reading the.
Okay. Terrico, you do hit. I would like you to roll me a. This would be a spot check. Oh no, actually, sorry. Roll me a percentile. Roll me a D100. Because concealment. If you roll less than a 20, you miss. You miss.
Is
As you're lining up your shot, would have been true. A little branch on its path just deflects your crossbow bolt off to the side.
I'm so proud of my hit.
Corum, you rolled a 14. Right? Let me
Yep.
Okay, a 14.
Oh, I'm next up.
Let me check
The miss.
the monster here. I believe is a miss, but let me double check. Yes.
Does anybody
no,
know-
no, that would hit. That would hit. They're flat-footed. It's the start of initiative. And they take 5 points of damage. Cool.
So
Five?
sad that I missed. I did max damage.
Oh, I was looking at Hector.
does
Sorry.
anybody?
9.
Mhm.
All right, so they take 9 points of damage as your crossbow bolt kind of gets them near the, not at a vital spot. You're more kind of like
Like the flank or something.
yeah, a little more like in the back, like the back upper spine. Not quite right behind the shoulder where you were aiming for the kill shot. But it did seem to do
fine.
damage, and it is wounded. Hector, you roll.
Oh, I missed.
Okay,
I missed pretty badly.
cool. I should. Which one is this? This one is going to do an attack. It's going to do 2 plus 4 plus 4.
Does anybody know how to change my light heavy crossbow to not shoot sling bullets?
That'll hit.
I feel like I forgot to get items of some sort. I have a
Oh,
lot of gold pieces.
yeah, probably. That reminds me, Charity, you were talking about You wanted to buy a bunch of holy water. I'm going to say they probably provided you with a bunch of powdered silver.
Okay.
Just for various things, like as part of the process, rituals and stuff.
I know what I was gonna buy. It was gonna be a bow. Let me go look it up.
I got an extra long bow if you want it.
I have a long bow.
Okay.
SR 1d8 plus.
Does
I think I
anybody
just forgot
know
to
the
write
thing
it down, and then
I
a
just
month
asked?
passed.
Yeah,
I do not.
that's
Oh,
okay.
there we go. Okay.
That's 1 point of damage. And
I feel
3d4
like I have to
plus
write down how much money, because I have exactly 1 gold.
that's 4 points of damage.
Can I
Yeah, that doesn't
save
seem
this?
right, does it?
Alright, cool. So as the deer that's engaged in combat is fighting, you can see it gets kind of a good rattle of its antlers. It manages to kind of break free for a minute, rear up, kick the deer in front of it, and catch it in the side with its antler. And then
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to change it every single time.
deer 2 gets to do its turn. It'll do the same thing, but it gets a extra +1.
Cat. No, you bitch.
That's fine.
I'll be right back.
And it'll miss both of its attacks. So as it's kind of getting gored by this other deer, it tries to return and do the same thing, but it also fails.
Which one of these is the failure, dear? The left one or the right one?
The bottom one. That one.
Okay.
This guy just got shot. And
boy.
he's going to... What is their speed?
How does master work again?
It's an extra +1 on attack rolls.
Yes, and how much did it cost?
Off the top of my head, I can't tell you.
Okay, 'cause I'm pretty sure that's all I bought for sure.
He's going to book it over here. 70. He's gonna just run that way. And then Charity. Did you take a shot and I not see it?
No, I stand there and watched.
Okay, you're not gonna take a shot. Well, it's your
No,
turn.
I mean, it's my turn now. I am going to take a shot.
Okay.
My bad, I'm back.
The deer you shot
my
started
deer
running.
ran away.
Not all the way,
that's
but
fair.
it started running. It ran north from you.
I'm gonna shoot the bottom one.
So within longbow range.
Oh yeah, because she shot the top one, didn't she?
Yeah.
Longbow. Single attack.
Hey. That'll hit. 1d20 +1 +1. Yep, so that's... Alright. Charity, roll me a d20, or not d20, a percentile to see if it hits. Because of the concealment.
Is it /R?
Yeah, it's /R and then 1d100. And it will hit.
Hey.
And you were attacking the bottom one, yes?
Yes.
Let me... Can I do /whisper self? Damn it. I have to type out Game Master. Alright. It should be at that much HP. So, I would like you to roll me a spot check, Charity.
Spot check.
Okay. So as you fire your bow, keeping your eyes trained on your arrow, you notice as it hits this deer in the front that it doesn't seem to do what you would expect, where it would stick in and kind of be pierced into the side of the deer. Instead, it kind of pierces through all the way, but you notice as you're watching it, the meat kind of split apart. Like you're sticking your hand through like taut, wet spaghetti. Like how that would part.
Fascinatingly gross.
Charity, I would like you to roll me Let me take a look here. I will say this would
That's when you were right
probably
or wrong, dear.
this would probably be a religion check.
I cannot see Charity.
Knowledge, religion.
Religion and or nature. Depends what you're going to know.
I think that what's the R's mean? One's R1 and one is R3. Does that mean R3's better? Yeah, I think so. Because my heal is R4, so I'm gonna roll nature.
Your nature is better. Okay. So roll me a religion too. Roll me one of each.
One of each.
This is
okay.
kind of a two-part thing.
Why not?
This is kind of a two-part thing. Okay. So, putting your two and two together of what's happened here, you've heard stories in the past of superstitions and burial rites to try to prevent... It's ticking. Combat is ticking. To try to prevent the infestation of bone worms, which have been known allegedly in the past. You've never seen this, and it isn't a prevalent thing in the current era, to cause corpses to act and reanimate.
Guys, these aren't deer.
So what you're saying is that they are indeed wrong, deer.
They are not deer.
They are indeed wrong,
I mean,
deer.
they are deer.
But you also know
They're not
that
live deer.
what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Anyway, that's good enough.
So is there just a hole in the side of the deer, and I could see now worms inside of it?
No.
No. Okay.
So from what you know, basically the worms replace the musculature. So where a muscle would be is basically held together by worm and rotting flesh, where the worms are held into, kind of bit into like a lamprey or a leech on either end, using their body to imitate the musculature. They're kind of like a, they're like a colony animal, basically, where they'll infest a host together as a kind of a big brood parasite and use kind of their colony to fill in the gaps of where the flesh is as they devour it for sustenance, and eventually
That's really gross, Cameron.
dig into the bone.
Yucky.
Anyway,
It sounds fun as fuck, though.
I don't like that.
We were just hunting.
Is that it?
That's
Is
it.
this for me?
That's what you know. You can move if
I
you want.
relay that. I relay that to everybody. What's the range on a longbow?
I
Is it
110 feet.
think it's
120 feet.
120 sounds right.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Back the fuck up.
I'm actually gonna be like here though.
As part of
So
your
I'm just
religion check, you know that powdered silver, holy water, and stuff was part of the kind of the rites of burial practice to prevent it, and those practices persist to this day.
Do I have any holy water on me? I have silver, but I don't have holy water, correct?
You probably would have made like a flask or two while you were.
Okay. What does it take to dip my arrows into a flask of holy water?
Let me look up. Probably I'd say probably an action, a standard action.
Okay. Alrighty then. I don't remember how actions work in.
It's pretty much the same. You have a move, you have a standard. If you do a full, and then you have a full round, but you don't have to worry about those yet, because you don't have anything to do a full round action on except maybe cast a spell.
Okay, so I have one flask of holy water. How much silver do I have?
You probably don't have a bunch of silver on you. The silver's probably back at camp.
Got you.
So are we trying to murder these things so they're just not
Yeah.
around? Or are we just gonna back the fuck up?
Charity
and
is
go
like
find
relaying
a
this
deer?
information out very
Very frantic,
academically.
very frantic
But, yeah.
whispers. Bone worms, bone worms, bone worms.
So we're hunting these to get rid of them.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
culling these.
I
She's also
don't
giving
have
way too
holy
much
water,
information
so
about,
am I just gonna
bone
shoot
worms.
them?
Do I know any of their weaknesses other than like the
Uh,
holy water thing?
Yeah,
Probably lighting them on fire makes sense.
yeah, pretty much.
I
Fire?
mean,
Fire or just holy
a
water?
lot
Holy
of
water-
things will
holy
be
water is the big
destroyed by
one.
lighting them on
Um,
fire.
You need holy water. I only have one flask though.
Slashing. Slashing's a big one because you could cut the worms. Piercing, bludgeoning's not as
I don't-
not as effective.
Flashing's better.
I don't do that.
Oh, I got a long sword.
Can I like beat it with bludgeoning and knock the animal down, and then we can like light it on fire?
No, fire doesn't do much. It's holy water. If you have a sword, come get this holy water and cut it to pieces.
I don't have a sword.
Well.
Well, what are you doing, Yabo?
I guess if I can dip my fucking crossbow in the holy water, I'll do that. Or dip my bolts or whatever. And then I'll just fire upon one.
I mean, are you gonna
Can I do that? Is that
move?
a thing I can do?
Are you gonna move? You gonna stand there? This is a
I
great
don't
plan.
see Charity on the map.
It's in your blind spot.
I guess
because
I'll move.
the light.
Wait, I should move towards Charity, because that's who has it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I move over here,
I'm gonna move you up one.
like over here or whatever. What?
I
Why'd
said
you move me?
because you moved in a from the wrong direction. And you
Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway.
because you moved in the wrong direction, and why
moved-
would you take an extra step forward? Into a
Was
tree.
that right there? I thought I was over more by Cora.
You moved yourself over here before you pushed it over to Charity. Where you're like, I'm gonna move, and then you're like, oh, I should probably move to Charity after you had walked forward towards Terraco. So your token came from the wrong direction.
I had moved myself way over here.
Yes, that's why I was pinging in that direction, and why I moved you up one, because it doesn't make sense that you would go, like, even further than you would need to. Also, there's a tree in the
Well,
way.
yeah, no, I wasn't implying that I did do that, like walk over
Yes,
here.
I know. I
Can we
moved
just
you
move on?
because it was a
Okay.
better, more reasonable spot. Because you fucked up.
Now you're there. Can we move on?
Anyway, I dip the fucking shit and then I move. Oh, my thing seems to think
Yes,
that
because
I
you
walked
fucked up
straight
and moved
on it.
yourself from the wrong
Yes,
direction.
thank you. I know.
You have. Just stay there for a turn.
I am pretty sure that my crossbow is
It takes your
capable
whole
of
action
traveling.
to dip your arrows.
What? It's a
Takes
whole
your
action
whole
to
action.
dip my arrows?
Yeah, he just said that when I asked.
Oh. Then
So
I
it's a
will
standard
fucking
action.
stay here, whatever.
Jesus Christ, JJ. Trevor,
How do I pass the turn again? There's a button somewhere.
I
Right?
already did it.
Okay. Well, for the future, I would like to know
Only have so much holy water to go around. Do we have a name for your check? Just doing rolls and then you're doing the damage.
You're cutting out. What was that?
Am I attacking the targets directly, or am I just doing an attack
Just do
and
an
then I
attack
have
roll. Okay, you miss.
Okay. I attacked. That sounds beat. I'm gonna step back.
Trina.
Hello. Oh. Beautiful. Cool. I have a sword, so I could do the.
You've given up on killing the one you shot already?
No, I'm not. Um, I'll fuck around and shoot it again, but I will move a little bit.
Okay. It doesn't have
Um,
concealment
I
from you
can-
being across the pond like that.
Sweet.
'Oops.
15, 20, 25, 30.
That'll hit, and I think that'll kill it. Yep, that'll kill it.
Fuck yeah.
Blah.
Yeah.
Where is the status effects? There it is. Dead.
And does it look like it shoots out into a billion different little worms, or is that one a real one?
From what you can tell, that one looks like a real one. You don't notice anything strange with the arrow.
Well, I did what I was supposed to do.
Done and
A
dusted.
finger gun. Exactly. Cool. I moved 30. I guess I'll. Oh, how many? I don't remember how much walking I have.
Your speed's probably
Oh, I
like
have 30. Yeah, cool. Then I'm good.
Hector.
Where is the passing?
So does like dashing work the same where I can use my whole turn to move further?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what the yellow is.
Okay. Because I do have the sword, but it'll take me a couple turns to get to them. And that's assuming they don't run away in the meantime.
Could also just splash it. I don't know if that would work too.
You can throw flasks of holy water, yes. Holy water damages undead creatures and evil outsiders as if it were acid. It's a ranged touch attack with an increment of 10 feet. You can pour and flow. You can, if you throw the flask, it breaks if thrown. You can douse an incorporeal creature only if you were adjacent to it. So if you wanted to pour it on it, you have to be adjacent to it. It's a ranged touch attack that does not provoke attacks of opportunity. A direct hit by a flask of holy water is 2d4 points of damage.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just use my turn to move because I want to get over there again with my sword.
How do I make sure the bless didn't actually affect anyone?
You tempted.
That's a good
Are
question.
the trees walls on here?
I think it did.
Yes.
Is there a way for me to like put turns in my path?
Fuck if I know.
Okay.
Maybe right
I'm
click.
just right behind a couple trees is all.
I mean, you could do like a step and then a step of movement, and it'll keep track of where you'd gone.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right.
I done did move.
You done did move. All right. So deer
Listen,
two.
I'm not built for speed.
RD 28 plus 5. That's a miss. I had a space there. I feel like a fool. That is also a miss. The antlers, the two deers, well, Hector, you can roll me a spot check now that you're closer. Okay, that's good enough. So you can see the kind of wriggling, disgusting,
This is pity at
rotting
this
flesh
point.
of this quote unquote deer to be the bone worms and abnormal. But from what you can tell, this one seemed to just be a normal deer, and just a normal ass deer.
Okay, that's good to know.
Then Bone worm turn. Slash R D20 plus 6. That's a miss. That's a hit. Slash R D20 or not D20. What is 1d8 plus 3? 1d8 plus 3. That is a lot of damage to that second deer. Alright. I will take care of that while Charity does her thing.
Oh.
Slash whisper.
I guess I'll shoot the bottom one.
That was, how much damage was that? It was 10. Okay. Alright. And let's say, are you dipping the arrow first? Because you haven't done that yet.
I gave my flask away.
Oh, you just gave him the flask. You just handed that to him. Okay.
Yes.
Nope.
Okay. That's it then.
Yabo.
Okay.
You have dipped
Let me
you
move.
have dipped a crossbow bolt in the holy water.
I'll move here, and I'll take a shot at probably this closer one.
Which is also the infected one. So.
Well, he can't see. He
Yeah,
doesn't
okay.
right now, unless
Oh
you.
yeah, he doesn't know that,
Yeah.
does he?
He just knows. Oh
I-
shit, that's
I
weird.
think I'm close enough to them that I didn't want to make noise, but I kind of tried to gesture towards that one.
Oh, actually, you have a crossbow. You have to reload that.
Does that take a whole last turn?
Yep, that's the downside of crossbows. They do more damage, but it's a full round action.
Okay. Then I pretend that I didn't do this and I reloaded instead.
Yes.
And I'll go ahead and add a bolt back.
Yeah, that's fine. Reloading. Okay, so a light crossbow is a move action. A heavy crossbow is a full round action, and you have a heavy crossbow.
So I couldn't move.
You can move 5 feet.
Okay. So I'll just fucking go back then. And go right here and then call that good.
Cool.
So how do I skip again?
Under the combat encounters.
Stop that tab.
Okay.
You can
combat.
click the arrow.
Yeah.
End turn.
Terrico.
Speaking of crossbows, I just realized that I needed to take my move action last turn to load my crossbows. I actually did not move back. Shot first.
You have a hand crossbow, right?
I have a light crossbow.
You have a light crossbow. Okay.
I double checked in
Yep.
action.
Light crossbow is a move action.
I'm doing very well with this. So I use my turn. Wait, is it difficult terrain?
You only have a
Oh,
20-foot
no.
move speed.
Sorry, it's saying.
Oh
that
yeah,
I
it's because you moved.
so fast.
You fixed yourself from last turn. I don't know if there's a way to change your points or not. The only reason we have this is because it's the way for you to measure distance on the world map.
It still let me move there. Oh, that was 30 feet. Oh,
It doesn't stop you from moving.
okay.
So you're.
Well, I'm just gonna move there because
Wait,
if I move here, I feel like I won't have concealment on them anymore, right?
Your land speed is only 20.
I was trying to use.
Oh, you were
use my action.
Okay, you were just dashing. Yeah, no, that's not concealment anymore. You're fine there.
I just want to get a little closer.
Okay. Yep, that's
and
fine.
that'll
Then.
be my.
I see. Trina.
Hello. Yeah. So you said that you indicated that the right one was sketched.
You can't see Hector.
I can't see her. I know. Well, I'm gonna get closer because. Okay. I'm still gonna go for the left one
Okay. The closer one.
because it's for. No, sorry, the one that's higher up.
Okay, the one on the right.
Yes,
Gotcha.
I was saying left by where Coram is standing.
Oh, facing them. Gotcha. I gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. I understand.
Yes. Okay. So I'll try to hit.
That'll hit, and that'll kill it.
Sweet. Okay, so then I move 2.
Where?
15,
Dead.
5, 10, 15. All right. That's as far as I can move, so I'm good.
Gotcha. Okay. Hector.
Coram.
Is it? Do I need to take an action to draw my sword?
I believe you can ready a weapon as part of a move action.
I think I remember having something special about that, maybe. I think you're right. It looks like drawing a weapon is a move action. But I think you did take something I
specific.
thought I did. No, I can't find what it was. Quick draw. I took quick draw.
If you have a base attack
I
bonus
can
of +1
draw
or
a weapon
higher.
as a free action instead of as a move action.
Okay, this is the difference also. If you have a base attack bonus of +1 or higher, you can draw a weapon as a free action as part of a move action. So...
Oh, but that was the thing where I would have to move in order to do it, right?
Yes.
So then I took quick draw to just be able to do it.
Yes, because your base attack bonus is 1.
Okay. Okay. So I'm drawing my sword.
As part of the move
and
action,
I'm
or
going
while you're
up to the deer.
or while you're standing still. You walk. Up
I guess it's part of the move action on this occasion. I just wanted to make sure I was clear about the rules.
Yep, you're good.
Nope.
Actually, let me take a look here. Nope, that's still a nope. As you kind of
And I used all of my movement to get over here. I can't step back, so
yep.
that's that, I guess.
So as you walk up to this deer, and the other one
'Cause
gets
I
shot.
only get one attack right now, right?
Yes. Yes. So as you walk up to this wrong deer, Coram shoots the other, and you see it drop to the ground, its antlers untangling. And you take a swipe at this creature. You can kind of see its weird, writhing, wiggling mass kind of quickly turn and dodge and jump to the side to face you.
Yeah, I was thrown off a little bit by the wriggling and such.
But yeah.
That's fair.
D20 plus... a 19 will hit, I take it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, sorry, an 18 will hit.
Yeah.
1d8 plus... Doot. As it whips around and turns to try to catch you, it jabs you in the side with its antlers, and you take 8 points of damage.
Oh,
Yikes.
okay.
What's your max HP? Out of curiosity?
14.
14? Okay. And it's going to take its second attack.
God.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I was hoping to keep fighting the deer.
Sorry.
It's all good.
I'm
You did as a hunter does.
And the second
I'm proud of
attack
you.
will miss as it rears up on its back legs to try to kick
Ooh.
you and stomp at you. You kind of dodge to the side, kind of grabbing where it just caught you with its antlers and its weird writhing anatomy. You can kind of see one of the eyes kind of pops out of the socket, leaving an empty hollow. And that's gonna be its turn. Charity.
Yikes. Yikes. How damaged
concur,
does this thing
yikes.
look?
It looks like it is. It's still doing fairly healthy, but it's not. It's not nearly as healthy as it once was. The deer from earlier gotten a couple good hits, and Terrico's initial arrow did some damage to it.
I missed that.
It's gonna take me. So
Oh
it
yeah,
takes
you're right.
a
You did
full
miss that.
action-
You're right. You did miss that. Anyway, the
Takes
deer
me-
did some damage to it.
Takes me full action to move the yellow ones, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause it's a dash. Okay.
I think let me take a look here. I think there's you can sprint, but I think sprinting might have to be in a 3.5,
I'll go here then.
or it might have to be in a straight line.
Oof. If you, she's gonna call out to Hector to back up 15 feet. And then she's going to cast Bless.
I mean, I can't move.
I mean, that's what she says.
Okay.
All allies within a 50 feet of me get a +1 on their attack rolls and saving throws against fear effects.
Okay.
Yeah, +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and saving throws against fear effects. Yep. And that's it.
Nice.
Oh. We're fine.
So everybody but me.
Oh. User Jordan lacks permission to update combat.
Weird.
It said it 3 times across the top of my screen. It really wanted me to know that I wasn't allowed to do that.
Anyway,
Know your
Yabo.
place.
He is AFK.
Ah.
Oh no. Yabo.
He's coming. I hear him. He has arrived. Hark, the return of Yabo.
Okay. I am here.
Art thou Yabo?
I will move to here. I will make an attack roll against that one thing. I will hopefully hit it with my
Crossbow bolt that has been dipped.
delicious crossbow that has been dipped. I will change it to be crossbow bolts instead of sling bolts. And I got a 6.
We cannot fucking
And you
hit
will
these
miss.
things.
Uh,
Sick.
no, this is relevant
We've
now.
had some really bad rolls tonight.
This is relevant now that Hector is engaged in melee. There is a penalty associated with shooting into melee.
Oh,
It didn't matter for this one, but you take a -4 to your attack roll.
okay. Can I shoot Hector instead?
I would prefer. if
Put him
you
out of his
didn't.
misery?
Old
Now,
yellow
really,
rim.
there's a couple different layers to the answer of that question. Are you
Alright, I'm ending my
able to
turn.
shoot Hector? Yes. Is it a good idea in game or out of game? No.
Will you, if you do attack Hector, will you hit? Maybe.
No.
I think instead of having a -4
And how
penalty,
does Madison feel about this?
we should just do a 50-50 roll, and if and we'll assign like evens or odds or something, and it's either you hit the enemy or you hit the person that you're teammates with, and I think
How
that would
about-
make it much more fun.
Okay. So
We only do that if you're in melee.
No. I want everybody.
Anyway, actually relevant things.
It's only fair. What'd you say?
actually relevant things. Terrico.
I can use my move action to load my light crossbow, but still take my 5-foot step.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because a 5-foot
Don't-
step is basically if you do something that takes away your. I guess if you do like a full round action, but you are still using your movement. So if you do the full round action, you don't get a move action, but you can 5-foot step. So I don't think you would get it. Let me double check. Step. Okay, yeah. If you take a move action, you can't take a 5-foot step.
Okay. Move slightly different. Oh well. I guess I'll just attack it.
So, the people who got Charity's bonus were Yabo and Korum, by the way. Terraco's just out of range.
I'll make sure. I
I still
can
miss damn, bro.
trigger a. I have a shoot into melee, but I don't have any of the other bonuses. Not for the life of me.
Oh my god.
Well, if it makes you feel better, you rolled a 2.
It's not like the 4 did a lot.
Exactly.
Well, I had to use my move action to
To reload.
so
Korum.
Hey, man. Alright. So, I'm fucking scooch over here.
Do you have a sword or something?
I do have a sword or something.
Okay.
And in moving, I pulled out that long sword.
Alright, so you drop.
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
You drop your bow and pick up your take out your longsword.
Yep. And then I'm gonna try to attack the motherfucker.
Alright. That'll hit.
Oh god.
That'll
Hey,
deal.
cool.
That'll deal full damage to it. All right. It is. It is bloodied. It is at less than half health. As you walk forward, drop your bow, take out your longsword, and give it a swing, you can kind of see a good chunk of these worms kind of cut in half, and their bodies kind of wiggling and writhing as they drop loosely to the ground, or not loosely to the ground, loosely off the side of the body, still connected by their kind of lamprey leech-like teeth into the meat, but loosely, limply hanging there, only moving because of the movement of the creature as a whole.
Cool. Then I'm gonna go to the this side of it now. And end my turn.
Okay. Hector.
So can we eat these worms? Is that
Spoiler
protein or
alert,
is that
I'm
parasitic?
gonna hit it.
You're gonna
I
hit.
just killed 2 fucking deer for you.
You'll hit it, and you'll kill
and
it.
you want to eat the goddamn worms?
So Hector, as you grab your side in anger, see Korum come up and slice at this thing, you take a massive swing of your great sword, cleave it right down the center, splitting all the worms that have filled in the gaps of the main torso of the creature. And you can kind of see them wriggle loosely in their death throes before this kind of yellow-green pus-like liquid oozes out of them onto the ground.
What?
I give Hector a thumbs up, and then I start working on this deer.
Do you move the deer away from the pool of...
Yeah, I do move the deer away from the pooling thing.
Okay. I figured. I was just making sure.
I'm also going to go ahead and step back from the deer because I didn't use any movement this turn.
I mean, the combat is over.
Gross deer.
The creatures are dead. All right. What are you guys doing?
Well, we have a
Weed
deer over
everywhere.
here.
And that third one is long since gone, right?
No,
Like we're just not
it's
going
dead.
to get
I
that
killed
one.
it.
It's dead. Yeah.
Oh, you killed it. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
great.
That's
Great
what I've
work,
been
Corum.
doing, man. Thanks.
Korum let you guys deal with the undead one and took care of the living ones.
I also helped with the
You
undead
did.
one.
You did, but you also killed the 2 normal deer.
Yeah. Well, I focus on feeding and then fighting.
Yeah, you're like, that's not my job. I'll let the one with the bigger sword take care of that.
hmm
Um,
And so I cleft him in twain.
exactly.
Yeah.
Corum, roll me a survival check real quick,
Fuck yeah, man.
just for the prepping of this deer.
How empty is that holy flask vial?
Probably basically unused. Only one like bolt got dipped in it.
Okay, do I have any empty flasks?
Did you buy any empty flasks?
I probably would have, but I do not remember.
You probably have an empty flask.
I want to see if I can gather some of the worms in.
Okay. Let me take a look at let me take a look at a character sheet real quick.
I don't have. I have only my basic equipment.
Yeah, no, I'm not looking at what you own. I'm looking at your the skills and things. Let's go with a nature check.
Okay.
Just for proper handling of the infestation, to make sure you handle it properly.
Okay. Can I take? Wait, no.
You can take 20 with this. I can say that.
But like, okay, so like the first nat 1 isn't gonna fuck me up though.
Probably not. I'd say this is something that you could sit there and like prep with and stuff. It's not something that's going to be necessarily the worst thing, and you're trying to preserve some of the specimens. You can kind of notice some of the different musculature. There's some smaller ones that have taken place of different ligaments and things. You take a look. Do you have a dagger or something? Probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You take like your dagger, cut around some of the rotted meat, and preserve. Do you want the living ones or the dead ones? It's my question.
I will take 2 vials, one with dead, one with living.
Okay. Yeah. So you kind of capture some of the smaller living ones. They're almost like big maggots, or for the smaller one, and the bigger dead ones are almost like really long tapeworms.
Okay, cool. And I want to make sure the living ones are very, very, very like sealed. The bottle's very sealed.
Yes. Okay. That's fine. That's fair. You shove the cork in as tight as you can.
We'll have to get some wax when we get back to make sure this doesn't escape unless I want it to.
Beyond that, what is everyone doing? Corum is prepping a. Why can I not move? Can I move him because he's dead? Do I not? Actually, I'm not able to select any tokens. Interesting. Oh, because I was in the wrong selecting thing. That would be why.
That would do it.
Let's just move you guys over here, just to represent that.
I'm cleaning off my blade.
You're like just kind of dipping into the water and the kind of pond.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, anything that would be on that blade would be dead, right?
Yes.
Any little worm bits or anything?
I mean, yeah, there's worm bits, but they're not living worm bits.
Okay.
I have a question. Can we turn this lake into holy water?
No.
A lot of
I think we went over this at one point.
Bell specifically needs a flask.
Aw, that's lame.
And I don't have the spell prepared today anyway.
Yeah, that's the other bit.
That's a do at home spell.
That's
that's a make my followers do when I'm not paying attention spell.
absolutely. All right. So, what are you guys doing other than collecting stuff, cleaning things off? What's the conversation like?
This
It's
what
gross
this
and terrifying.
creature is something I've heard about, obviously, but like it's like mythical, right? Is kind of the gist I was getting.
It's something like it's ahistoric. Almost.
Okay.
Like it's something that you've heard about in history, but it hasn't been around in any sort of living memory.
These worms should be extinct. I think we might be the first people to have seen these in centuries, if not longer.
What a pleasure. What an honor.
This would feel historic if it weren't for the
anything
fact
like
that it's actually terrifying.
And are we gonna find dinosaurs? I'm just kidding. I did say that in character.
Yabo had the thought, though. We all know it.
I will absolutely ride it.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
She's I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna like basically start dissecting this deer.
Okay.
After
you need
collecting
help
my
with that?
sample. Yeah, it'll probably be really gross though.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm
I've
not
already
so
dissected
interested in
this one.
Roll,
Might as well help with this.
roll me a heal check, Charity, for dissection.
A heal check. I'm really
Just
good at
know I'm
those.
changing my earbuds.
That's like my
Before you
highest
start the
skill.
dissection, can you like bandage me?
And I look over.
Can I
I mean,
bandage
Can
Hector?
the heal skill do anything for Hector right now?
Probably not right now. Not
He'll
anything that the.
probably be
Even if it
fine.
doesn't do anything mechanically, can we just say that we did?
Yeah, I'll bandage you
But so
up. Charity looks-
Yabo could do it too. Well,
Yeah, Charity looks down at her hands covered in like the grossness of the
Oh yeah, I guess you
worms.
had already been collecting, hadn't you?
Yeah, I'd
I
love to, but
I imagine she already has some like long white leather gloves or something for this type of thing.
Okay, yeah.
yeah. But she's still generally gross. It's
Yeah.
on her lab coat.
Yeah, she's covered in this undead worm goo and
No,
rotting,
I forgot that you had already been collecting.
rotting venison.
It's 21 on my heal
Yeah,
check.
you very deftly kind of quarter, and I say quarter, kind of very deftly cut the deer in half down the middle, open up to see its internal organs, mostly liquefied and rotten. It
Gross.
smells terrible. Being
Gross.
anywhere close to this thing.
She's got a huge smile on her face, though.
Yeah, you can kind of see like the internal parts where the different worms were connected to each other to fit together, like the musculature, like the abdomen, the kind of back muscles. You cut into you cut into like the neck, and you can see the different parts where the meat had rotted away and are reconnected to the skeleton, and how those were connected. Some of the worms are still like that weren't cut through necessarily all the way, are still kind of wriggling in their death throes.
Gross. How's the brain?
The brain's mostly liquid, kind of rotten and desiccated as well.
Is it just mainly like the brain stem intact then with worms?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Kind of one of the worms, a little bit fatter, thicker one, kind of seems to be in the center, kind of convulsing as it's trying to figure out what's going on before
Why
it
it's
eventually
dying.
kind of limply goes out. You can kind of see the different kind of a pooling of this different kind of like almost like dark black liquid that it's kind of excreting, trying to scream out chemically to its kind of colony.
We should probably head back soon. She's gonna get up and she's gonna pour the rest of the holy water out over this creature.
Yeah. So as you pour out the holy water, you can kind of see the silver kind of having an effect as it kind of rips away the outer layers of skin, slowly dissolving and melting the worms into this kind of liquidy pile of black and yellow goo.
Gross.
Gross, but you say that with the biggest smile on your face.
Yeah, she's super happy.
Corum, as you're kind of gutting and cleaning through this deer, you notice some of the stab wounds from the antlers from the fight with the deer, but you don't see any sort of signs of infection or anything on the creature. It seems to be this was a healthy deer that just got assaulted by this almost undead abomination.
Cool. Yeah. Ayabo, you gonna help me
Hello.
carry this shit?
Yabo.
Sure.
Alright.
And then you go and gut the other deer, presumably.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Do I
this
have to
one is
make a roll
Yabo's
for
deer.
this, or
No, you don't have
I
the
are we
roll
just
for
gonna
this.
assume I'm strong?
You guys have a high enough strength where you could drag it behind you.
Okay.
It'll probably take a little while longer to get back to camp, probably like 4 or 5 hours instead of like 2 or 3 it took for you to get here. But all in all, you managed to probably gain close to like 100 pounds of usable meat. So that's pretty decent game
Yeah.
between the two deer.
Corum is stoked, but is trying to not be as obnoxious as Katrina would be.
Corum's like, I did my job. Yeah.
Do I get to take home any of the hide as well, or just the
Well,
meat?
presumably you didn't skin it here.
Yeah.
You basically field dressed it, gutted it, so the organs wouldn't leak and fester. You know, you removed the intestines, the bowels, the inedible organs. Um,
Cool.
Presumably you buried them or something, or well, I guess yeah. You could have left them. You're far enough away where it probably wouldn't be an issue of attracting predators. It's not like you're doing it on your doorstep. You're
Uh,
a good few miles out from town.
Can I put the deer brain in a sack so we can use it for tanning?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, presumably it's still
Okay.
on the skull. That's not something you really remove when you're field
Oh
dressing.
yeah, that's a good point. Okay.
So, yeah. Uh,
It's
That's-
still in the skull. Don't worry, guys.
we'll say that probably takes about an hour or so for you guys to clean up everything, dissect gut, Yabo patching up, applying some first aid to Hector, Hector cleaning off his sword. What's Terraco been doing during this time?
The first little while investigating the worms with a stick, but squishy bits are not exactly his sort of science. So then he tried desperately to see if he could get his crossbow bolts back. He'd gone to the abyss. But really tried.
Yeah, I'll say you probably retrieve half of the ones you shot. I think that's the pretty standard rule.
Yeah.
For your misses. All right. So you guys make your way back to town, and that reminds me, I was going to give you. This is going to be a mistake, and I know it's going to be a mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to give you a map that you guys have access. I made a folder on accident instead.
Also, at some point, Terraco would investigate the water a little bit. Does it look like it's or is it actually not?
Let me take a look at your character sheet here.
Like, he sees the little stream.
I will say, make me a knowledge check just with your intelligence. You don't really have anything
Can
that
we say
would.
that I also did that when I was cleaning off my sword?
Yeah, that's fine. Let me take a look at your character sheet. I don't think you probably have any. Yeah, no, you don't have anything that would really help with this either.
I just want to grab my arrows.
Yeah, but like I can at least look and see if it looks clear or anything.
Okay, so you rolled an engineering check. That's fine.
Yeah.
Your knowledge is +3, so that's a 14.
Okay. I wasn't super sure how it worked. I was wondering if that it was intelligence, so I was wondering if that would work out the same, but no.
I think if you click on int, it should just do a roll for you. It does, but I had it in the
I
secret.
didn't notice anything.
Yeah, Hector, you're just like it's a nice little pond with a stream coming out of
It
it.
seems like water,
Um,
but there's nothing like obviously nasty about it.
no, it seems to be pretty clean, pretty clear. It's not doesn't look like it's super deep, but it's not very murky or anything. It seems to be kind of a pretty little stream, little pond. Hector, or not Hector, Terraco, you kind of take a closer look, and you're a little more worldly, a little more just generally educated than Hector. You can tell that the stream's flowing away from the pond, so that this seems to either be just a collection of rainwater or some sort of spring-fed source of water.
I don't know if Terraco would be this knowledgeable, more naturey, but I would like to suggest that if we ever drink from this, we boil it first due to the creepy bone worm parasites.
Probably. Are we looking for a source of water?
Right now, you have a like a well dug, but the well is basically your only source of water. You don't have a
We
larger
should probably
one.
we should probably follow the stream to the source, not drink from down here regardless.
This is the source.
No. Oh, it is.
Yeah, the water's
There's
flowing
way.
away.
My bad. Okay.
Charity, I will say one thing you remember about the bone worms is they're not the way they reproduce is less so through infesting of a living host and more creating another dead host, where part of the colony will split off into a deceased creature and begin the process of devouring it as it decays, and as part of that process, similar to like a maggot.
So because we destroyed it with the holy water, we should probably be all right.
Yeah. It's
All right, I relate that then. Yeah. These things tend to infest already dead things. So I mean, I suppose if we keep dead things out of this area, we should be fine. They don't really like to infest living sources. They kill it first and then infest its corpse. That's probably what it was
Makes me feel a
doing
little
here.
bit better about what we've been drinking back home, but these are just giving me the heebie-jeebies. Like they're here and I've been seeing ever.
I mean, we should probably
Must be
boil
there.
any water we receive out of a lake or spring in general.
I'm just starting to wonder if maybe we should do that with our wells back in town too.
Are we not? She looks around very confused.
I feel like this is a quorum.
That's a violation of
jurisdiction.
Basic hygiene. She's gonna take down some notes to make sure we start boiling all our water.
I don't know if this is really quorum's jurisdiction. I feel like water isn't really something that he's in charge of. I feel like most people, just drink when they're thirsty, and it's more of an individual, personal preference thing.
This is your doctor going, "Hey guys, we're gonna boil our water from now on."
Thumbs up.
I will say, you relayed the information about the how these things spread. I'd like everyone just to make me a wisdom check.
Am I wise? Yeah, I am.
Not wise.
Had a little bit of a range here.
Charity,
Again,
Corum, you two can kind of put together. And Hector, you're almost there. You're like, it's weird that Oh, and there's Yabo now with a knowledge religion check. Anyway, Charity,
Yeah, does not know.
Corum, you two kind of put together.
Yeah, I don't
Wait
need
a
to pray
minute.
on this real quick.
Wait a minute. These things infest dead things. Where did this thing come from? Because it wasn't just here.
I look around for clues.
Yeah. Can I check for tracks?
Yeah, Corum, roll me a survival check. Charity, roll me a search check.
Yes.
Search.
Yeah, I want to kind of just like generally
Hey.
look around. Never mind. Charity's got it.
Charity's got it. Alright. So, Charity, as you're kind of looking around for any sorts of other things that might have been deceased nearby, you can kind of see the general kind of initial tracking where this creature had been, that it seems to have kind of stayed around here for a little while. There's some kind of pooling of kind of like the black liquid kind of leaked onto the ground in different places. But you can't really necessarily determine where it came from. Corum, you, as you're kind of looking around, it's kind of hard to discern any sort of tracks in the area because you can tell from all the different game trails and stuff that this is a pretty well-traveled area for creatures.
It's a source with water. Yeah.
But Charity, you can definitely say that can tell that it's not from around here necessarily. It just had made its way to here.
It traveled here, so we need to find wherever on this island these worms are at, and get rid of them. When we get back, I'll get some people onto making some holy water.
All right. And with that, after hunting around, searching for a little bit, you drag your two deer carcasses back to town. A little grosser than you left. A little more disturbed about this new island.
I can't remember. Is anybody like mapping?
I think Corum is the one who was supposed to be in charge
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah. So we were here, and then
Let's say you don't have a craft skill. Shouldn't you have like craft cartography or something, Trina?
Yeah, I probably should. I don't.
I was like, I'm pretty sure every class has a craft skill. Yeah. You do have a craft. You just have not added it.
Okay, well, we'll make that cartography.
Cool. Anyway, Corum leading you back to town, which actually reminds me, you guys need to try to navigate your way back to town. Corum, roll me a survival check.
Yeah. No problem, bud. I was on the map for a second, so
You're good. All right.
Hey.
You realized kind of quietly to yourself that initially you got a little bit lost when you were trying to walk the forest line, but you managed to correct yourself and reorient yourself back towards the town a little bit. Roll me another survival check.
Mhm.
All right. Roll me one more. And you managed to make it back to town pretty quickly, pretty fast heading, thanks to Corum going through this area and kind of figuring out where you had gone initially, remembering the landmarks. You make your way back to town a little bit early, earlier than expected. It's probably about 6 o'clock, so the sun's starting to set a little bit, but it's still higher than you're used to in the horizon. And I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. But I will...
That's great. I need to do a couple ranging things.
Cool. I'll be back in a sec.
I meant to do yoga earlier and I forgot. Now I hurt. Maybe I'll do it after.
I truly believe that anti-trans people have never read a single book in their entire life.
That's not true. They've read Harry Potter.
No.
some of them.
One of them wrote Harry Potter. Everyone's read Harry Potter.
I saw a post the other day about it was something like, if I had a time machine, I would go back and tell us not to bother defending Harry Potter against evangelicals.
I saw a dude that was just like, there are only two genders on Twitter, and it started a firestorm in the comments, and all of the comments like identifying that there are only two genders were like so like high school level clinical understanding, and they like use that as like an excuse. Like it's high school knowledge that there's only two genders, so obviously that's true. Well, no, that means that your knowledge and understanding of the subject is only
Limited
from
to a high school level.
Man, everybody knows that high school tells you exactly everything about the entire universe.
Yeah, exactly right.
There's never an instance in like standard grade school teaching something
Here's
form and then learned it in a more advanced form later on.
I
Here's
only
how
know
I know.
addition.
Here's how I know that
Better
stuff
not
from
divide
high
without
school
remainders.
doesn't- Stuff you learn in high school means absolutely nothing about real life. Here it goes. My teacher told me I would never have a calculator with me wherever I go.
Okay,
I have a calculator and a communication device and a bunch of other shit all wrapped in one.
I will say that's a kind of a dumb argument and a lot of the time because that's just the inevitable advancement of technology. And, you know, historically,
I
for
argument-
thousands and thousands
that-
of years, you didn't have a calculator with you everywhere you went.
That's true.
So that's kind of always a silly argument, like, oh, see, the adults don't know anything. It's like, yeah, you try to predict the
Sure.
next 50 years of technology.
To be fair, the teachers were right on that aspect for literally thousands of years. It's only the last, like, 2 decades.
Exactly.
Yeah, they still have a pretty good batting average, I guess.
Exactly. Anyway, while you guys are back in town, I'm just going to drag you to this page,
I've been dragged.
and I'm going to regret this. Inevitably, this is your town. I will let you guys draw the shapes of the buildings that you have constructed. And I was going to do this week, but we were a little short on time. But I found some rules for what buildings and how long they take based on price and location and things. So next
It's supposed to all
time,
just be black.
you guys probably need
Tokens.
You probably need tokens.
Bring Giada dip with some hot sauce mixed in.
There we go. Can you all see now?
And dip chips in it.
I refuse
Yes.
to draw
Yep.
anything that is square in nature. All of the buildings I will build will be like fucked up.
Too bad. You're not in charge of building planning. That's on me. They're squares.
I will
Damn it.
also say, the rule book that I found, it's not 5-foot squares, it's 20-foot squares. Is how
What do you
they
mean?
instead of a 5-foot square, it's a 20-foot square.
Oh, okay.
For the buildings. That's just how the rules had it laid out for
Just to scale it, basically.
just to scale it, exactly. There's rules for like walls, for like outer walls, fortification walls, how long it takes to build certain things, the cost and stuff. The cost doesn't matter except for how long it takes to build, because you guys have to acquire the resources separately anyway. So that's
Right.
fine, but we don't have to worry
And the
about that
labor
for
is
now.
just
And the
built in.
labor is just built in. Exactly. So just letting you know, this is here. I don't know if you guys can navigate to this on your own. I don't remember how I did that. Because you guys can you guys navigate to the map on your own? Yes.
The map, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Can you navigate back to here?
Yes.
If I activate a different scene, can you navigate back to there? To town.
No, I can navigate back to the map.
Okay. I think I maybe if I put it in a no. I don't remember how to do
But
that.
this is where I have my thing.
I'll figure it out later, but that's fine. Just letting you know that there. Anyway, you guys have made it back to town. What are you all doing?
Well, apart from or like bringing the deer to where they need to be.
Okay, so what you're doing is basically you're finishing up. You're actually skinning and dressing the deer properly, hanging it up to drain, and stuff like that. You're actually doing the butchering for the most part of the deer.
Well, I do have a leather work. I'm actually gonna give it to Newembert, because he's the tanner.
I mean, Tanner is okay.
Oh,
You give the hides to
yeah,
him.
I understand. What
You
mean.
butcher the meat.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so you go off and do that.
Why don't we have any race?
I think you have to select it and then delete it. Yeah, you select the
It
drawing,
is already selected.
and then there's a trash can,
So then can you just like
or hit delete on your keyboard. This screen is the reason why I fear giving you a town.
Mhm.
The screen with all the squiggles and words on it?
Yeah, you know.
Oops.
Oh, bye, lightning. Anywho, Quorum's butchering a deer and taking care of that.
Okay, ho, and it
says no ho.
No, it says hi, no ho.
It will not Oh, there it goes. That was weird. Oh my god, please stop. Why is it not just like a line? For Christ's sake.
Okay. After I do that,
We keep track of our XP.
Oh yeah, but that's the other thing. Thank you. I had looked at it and I didn't say it because we were talking about other things. Each of you gets 75 XP. Oh no,
Yeah,
never mind.
that's-
Sorry, not 75 XP. Let me math this again. I didn't properly put the thing in on this page. 188 XP.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh wait, nope, that's 4. 1 second. I might have lied again. 150. There we go. A nice round number.
Right.
I had
Oh, good.
I had the calculator set for a party of 4 level 1s instead of 5. That's the difference there.
Yeah, 210.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fifth of the way to level
Yes,
2.
I was
indeed.
for some reason trying to make an attack roll. I don't understand how that happened.
Wow. Charity is making an almanac.
Okay. Just like a book of what you've seen and kind of stuff.
Yep.
Okay, that's fair.
She's also gonna like start like almanac and an encyclopedia. She's gonna start like just essentially categorizing all the new stuff and out of the ordinary stuff she's seen,
Okay, so
and comparing it with like the normal stuff she's seen.
yeah, so you kind of have a table set up like a desk for yourself where you're going to be setting out like your vials of worms and also the dead petal that you guys got earlier, kind of thing.
Grass clippings,
And
any
stuff
weird
like that.
flowers I
Okay.
may have found in like the internum where we didn't talk about much.
Okay, yeah, just some weird things you aren't familiar with, some foreign
Exactly.
flowers that aren't necessarily anything interesting, just kind of strange little things.
Yeah.
Okay, cool,
Just record for
different.
record's sake.
gotcha. Hector, Yabo, Terrico,
Bragging about killing the wrong deer.
Bragan. Okay, cool.
It was a pretty sick kill.
Showing off your
Just-
wound.
just right in half.
Showing off your wound a little bit.
Yeah, yep.
Terrico.
Getting hubby to bring me drinks
Yabo.
and stuff. Using it as an excuse.
I don't remember her name, but I'm gonna get one of my followers to like properly stitch up her wound and all that fun jazz.
Okay, yeah.
Or Hector's wound.
Oh,
his
thank
wound,
you.
my bad.
All right. So you're gonna probably so we'll probably take like the next week off to heal up. Then is what I'm gonna take it.
Oh yeah, because it takes time in this one, right?
Yeah, it's like one hit point per level per day, aside from magical healing. Which is
And what do I get spell slots back?
you get your spell slots back every day.
Okay, I can heal you up if we need to get somewhere faster, but do we need anything today, or can we just stay in town for a week?
I mean, we need stone ASAP.
I mean, if we need it fast, I can spare heal. It'll be my last spell of the day, and then it'll be good for tomorrow, though.
You
I
also
think we're at the point we just need to, or where we can find resources.
I heard every third word.
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Very
I don't know if your noise
Why-
cancellation is doing something weird or what.
Basically, I think he said you're at the point where all you need is you're just looking for resources and stuff. But
Yeah.
you also have the issue of where did this creature come from on hand.
That is true.
Yeah.
As long as we sleep tonight, I'll heal Hector. I'll cast Cure Light Wounds.
Cool.
Right, thank you.
How do I do it? Come on, let me do it anyway.
Just roll 1d8 plus 2.
/R 8 not equals 1d8 does not equal 2.
Only sometimes. Only an eighth of the time.
You heal for 7.
Wonderful. I'm now only 1 point under my max.
And there you go. You'll
Thank
heal.
you.
You'll heal that overnight.
And that'll go overnight, right?
Yep. Cool.
Cool.
I assume that because Hector has been bragging about the deer that he has killed, that the guards know what to look out for in case a very wrong deer comes along.
Hector's probably mostly bragging to people he knows pretty well, right? You're
Alright.
not.
I mean, I would be happy to describe it to the guards, but pretty much any of us could do that.
Yeah. How do you relay this information to the 120 people below all of you who might need to know about this? The people who are going out and getting food, the people who are going out looking for resources, the people who are staying in town and doing
A
labor.
bulletin board. That's the first thing we've got to make. We've got to make a bulletin board.
Yes, I
The
love
town
this idea.
board.
I'm all in on this.
So that way we can put news on the town board. And if people don't look at the town board, well, then you should have fucking looked then, shouldn't you?
All right, I will do it. I will do a thing for y'all. I don't feel like figuring out the correct way to spell bulletin, so I'm going to just call it a notice board.
Bulletin.
Default sheets.
Bull Eaton.
Bulletin. Bulletin.
Do you all have a thing in your journal called notice board now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yay.
There you go. You can type your notices out on that. All right. So I'm going to say, because this is the first time we're doing it, just for posterity's sake, I would like someone to roll me 5 d20s for a possible positive or negative event that has happened today on Toil Day. But in reality, it'll just be on the day. So. Alright. Alright.
68.
3, 12, 19, 15, 19. Okay. Nope. Nothing out of the ordinary. Alright.
Cool.
And then we will...
Who is making the deer notes?
I heard Madison in the background of JJ. And I was like, what was that, Madison? Wasn't to us.
Yep, forgot I was muted. I was just asking who's writing the notice. I was thinking maybe Charity.
I'm not typing that shit.
I would love to, but I'm a little confused on how to type. Oh, no, that says search pages.
If you click on notice board here, there's not a page in there. Here, I'll create the page for you for now. And there's a page called Bone Worms, and then if you up by the title on the right hand side, there's a little edit pencil.
Ah, yes. I see you. Hello.
I'm saying I would like to be going around just like helping various people with different things, and then also making sure a shop gets built that I can basically make ye old health hut.
Ye old health hut.
Yep.
Alright. We will advance the day. And
User Jordan lacks permission to update setting. I didn't even click on
I
anything.
also got that notification, except mine said JJ.
weird. Oh, I wonder if it's because I clicked forward the day. Hold on.
Yep. They
Yeah.
gotta do it again.
Yeah, okay. Let's see me do it again. I will click the dawn button. And I will stop time for now. And
I love how it's notifying me that I can't do that when I'm not the one doing it. You're not allowed to do that. Only the DM gets to. That's why he's doing it right now.
That's exactly it. It.
It was the 8th before. Why is it the 10th now?
Oh, did it go 2 days? Oh, I might have clicked forward 2 after I clicked back 1. There you go. Now it is Wheels Day.
That time I lacked the permission.
That time it wasn't me. It's weird that it's different.
Very strange.
It was the beginning of a new moon stage. I was about to say a new moon, but then I realized that that's actually a name of a moon stage. And then it let me know when I like hovered over it that that was what what it is called. The somal laxing move. Somal? I don't know how to say it.
Because there's a little bit of time left, and I feel like we're at a fairly decent mechanical adventuring stopping point after making it back to town after your first foray, and you'll have some planning to do next time. I'm going to click this button, and did that tell me what happened? Did it tell me? It did not. Okay. Choose that. I want to. Oh, okay. That's kind of annoying. If I click this. Okay, cool.
I have a card. I don't have sufficient permission to look at.
That's
the new
fine.
card
You
off the
don't
stat.
need to worry about the card.
Okay.
That is a thing for me.
Can I counter it? It's on the stat.
It has split second. I'm sorry.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Ugh, that felt dirty. I made a magic joke. That feels dirty.
I mean, it was a good one
I mean, that's part of what makes it so bad.
though.
Da da da. Okay, yeah. Let's go with this. So the next day, or the past week or so, today, the weather is really nice. People can feel the potential all around them. The meat from last night, the venison, people are in high spirits. And kind of looking for a direction for the kind of the idle hands that have mostly just been helping around as kind of general labor. Some people are looking for something to do, something targeted to go out and try to be more helpful for. What direction do you give them? How are you trying to organize them? Let's say...
Only food, right?
Let's say there's a team of 9 people who have just been kind of unhappy with kind of milling around, being idle laborers, not really working on anything in particular, who are wanting to go and do something specific and that isn't already necessarily being done. Go ahead.
So if I told them to build the health hut.
Well, we don't really have much materials yet, is the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, can we have them go?
Well, of course, we've
start,
been harvesting wood already, right?
Have we?
I'll say
Okay.
we can
What is
either...
Charity's last name? Sorry, what is Charity's last name for the notice?
Charity doesn't have a last name.
Okay. So our
North.
residential Dr. Charity. Beautiful, thank you.
Or Dr. Charity.
Doctor. Failed to load PDF document. How dare you fail to load PDF document?
So, do we already have teams out, like, just scouting sort of short range for resources? Like, maybe a mile in each direction, just seeing, like, what might be a good direction to explore further in?
I think Quorum has some people who are been out on food duty, kind of exploring a little bit, just kind of seeing what's out there, making note of any sort of creatures and stuff. I don't think you have anyone necessarily scouting in a specific direction, really. It's been mostly targeted forest way and pretty close. I think the furthest out you guys have gotten beyond your expedition yesterday has been like a mile or so.
Could we have them make a path to that pond? Like take down trees, then they can use the trees, transport it back, and essentially just make us a clear, straight shot to
I'm
that
worried
source of water.
about having them do that before we've figured out the worm source.
We can do it while we're figuring out the worm source.
I mean, they'll have to start close anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It will take them a while. Yeah, that
That's
might be
something
good. I mean, that's
targeted,
a
something
nice
we
little
need.
water source there, too.
They'll feel like
What
they're
they can do is they
adventuring
can-
some, human
they can-
curiosity. humanoid curiosity.
I mean, are we confident enough that that area is cleared out with like the singing flowers and the other worms that might be coming through?
I mean, that's kind of
mean,
that'd kind of
some
be
of
their
us
job,
can
wouldn't it
go
be?
help.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah,
Oh,
these
is it?
these people know that this is a dangerous place, right?
Yeah, like people have signed up for this. They know it's dangerous and they'll encounter weird things, and you can alert them of the
Just wanna
stuff
make
you've
sure
seen.
that our workers are talented, like hardy enough that we're not going to lose like a quarter of them to the flowers and flesh and bone worms.
Yeah. This is something they've signed up for. They're not necessarily like skilled combatants, but they're hardy and handy enough to either know to
They'll
run
probably
away
know how to
or
run. Yeah, just leave.
yeah. Like this is something people they've been prepared for, hired to
And
do.
they're in a big enough group that presumably at least some of them will not get asleep by the flowers if they encounter them.
Presumably, there's an elf with them.
Which is really all that matters, is that there's like at least one, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
maybe-
yes, but one of you has to be an elf. Go find one.
I put on the bulletin board.
I'm putting it on the bulletin board
One elf
right
in
now.
all expeditions.
Yes.
One or more elves.
just
least
one,
one-
just one elf allowed per expedition.
At least one of elvish descent.
'Cause I think half elves have it too, don't they?
Or is that only in
I think they might
3.5
just
or
be
5e?
resistant.
Let me take a look.
Like, I think they might have advantage on the saving throw, but like, I don't think they're guaranteed to stay awake.
Da, da, da.
Also, is my voice cutting out?
They're
less? I
they're
tried
immune to sleep.
Yep. So those of elvish descent.
Mhm.
Don't want our citizens to think we're racist.
All right. So you have a team now working on clearing its way towards the stream. What are your five's plan to try to handle the bone worms?
Locate them.
Can I roll a knowledge nature to figure out like what environment like the worms would like most likely to survive outside of a corpse in? You know, like where they might be like something might die and land on the ground and they might be able to crawl up from the ground and actually infest it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, go ahead and roll one.
I basically want to know its environment so I know where to start looking.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a knowledge check for that.
Oof.
You really can't put it together. They're kind of a strange, like I said, esoteric, ahistoric, bizarre creature that's been talked about mostly mythologically in the past and just as ingrained as part of like culture moving forward, like holding your breath when like going past a graveyard or something. But you can kind of gather the big environment had been places where there's a lot of dead things, and in humanoid society that's typically like graveyards, catacombs, stuff like that, where they won't necessarily have to go out in order to find new things to devour, or to move into.
Gotcha. Well, we need to look at places with a lot of dead things. Would probably be the best start, but has anybody seen something like that?
I've only been in the forest with the rest of you, so no.
Yeah.
Think I've seen anything that's just dead things. I have been around more, but sounds like we should do some more searching. Probably closer with the forest than the plains.
I don't think I
Well,
uploaded my
it-
updated map.
it crawled in from it walked in from a while away, like or it traveled here, so it didn't originate from that part of the forest. So it really could be anywhere. Could be in the plains. I don't know how far these things travel in a dead body. Guess it'd be no longer than a few weeks.
at my map. This is just for myself. Da, 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 da. Yeah, a few couple miles, presumably. When they can't find bodies, they go out in search of things to kill, like you saw earlier. Why do you always default to use map units off?
Putting the clues together, it's probably somewhere that once had a lot of dead things and is no longer receiving dead things, which forced it to move.
Would you
That
like
sounds
to try the
terrifying.
plains instead?
What was that?
Would you like to try the plains instead? See if we can find an area that is no longer full of wildlife.
Good.
And see if the lack of wildlife can lead us to an area that is, full of dead shit.
Well, you said they travel a few miles if they don't have a host? Is that what I heard?
They travel looking for things to reproduce in.
My guess is a couple weeks, which they probably don't need to stop, so it probably could cover a mile or two. Not more.
Because, like,
But
if it's a
that's just
deer,
my
I feel like...
guess.
Unless if the, like, worms went from the plains to the forests. If they, like, can't travel that quickly, I guess, like, we have, like, a border on the forest that we can check between the forest and the plains.
Yeah.
Or we could
Well,
just
they
delve
can't
deeper
travel
into the forest.
quickly, but they also just never stop, which, kind of trades it.
I mean,
Well,
I don't know.
I feel like it makes the most sense to start in the place that we know they definitely have been.
Yeah.
I guess. I just
I mean,
know
it's just-
for I
it's
just know
pretty
for a
much all we
fact it
have to
didn't
go on,
originate from there. That's the only thing I know. So that's
Mhm.
not where it came from.
Yeah, you know it wasn't in the necessary immediate vicinity of the pond.
Yeah.
I mean, it may also just be worthwhile to go back to that pond and follow where the water is going, if it goes to, like, a bigger river. We were looking for rivers for, like, a source of clay and such. And
Yeah, it'd be good
keep
to
an eye
get
out.
some more area mapped as
Two
well.
birds, one stone. Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
All right, so your plan for the next expedition is to go back to the pond, search around the forest, follow the river.
Just sort of work out from there.
Yeah, follow the river, follow the stream until you could to either look for like a clay or a stone deposit or more signs of the origin of the bone worms.
Just some more general exploration.
Cool.
Exploration.
All right. Well, that seems like we have some direction for next time,
Exploration.
and I think that's probably a good place to call it then.
Yeah, feels like a
Explore.
natural stopping point.
And I know what I need to prep next week now.
So
So
let me heal my last hit point before we go, so I don't forget to do it next time.
good call.
It's absolutely close enough that I would forget.
Mhm.
Oh, it just cleared it out. Okay, whatever. 14.
Whatever, I'm at full health.
I just typed it back in. It just cleared it out of the little box.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to order dinner.
Oh yeah, it's only like 9:30 for you, isn't it?
Yeah, 9:35, and the place I ordered dinner on
Phillips.
Saturdays closes at 11.
Still a semi-reasonable time.
I mean, my family's always eating pretty late, so
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah. We've always been like 7 o'clock hour eaters generally.
yeah. It's 7:30,
But
8
sometimes
o'clock.
it's later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember in elementary school, one time or a few times, the teacher asked the question, "Okay, everyone, what time does your family eat dinner?" And people being like, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and being like, "What? You eat dinner at the same one? You eat dinner at the same time every day. Two, you eat
Yeah.
dinner at 5 o'clock? What?" and just being
That's what Adam's family
Flabberga-
is.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, that tracks.
That tracks.
Wait, what? Adam eats
Adam-
at 5 o'clock?
His
I mean,
family
yeah,
does.
now,
Oh, his family
but
does.
Adam eats at 5 o'clock because his family used to eat at 5 o'clock. It's very weird.
That's interesting.
I think I had ramen last week. I'll get.
I mean, I guess technically you should eat earlier because you're not really supposed to eat when it's like at least within an hour of going to bed or something because of metabolism, something or others.
Yeah, who gives a shit? No one knows anything. No one knows
Yeah, that's
anything.
what- That's why I just was not even trying. 'cause I
Not-
was
not
like,
supposed
does it
to-
actually
I'm
matter?
hungry before bedtime. I'm gonna eat.
You're not supposed to eat half an hour before swimming. Yeah, fuck it.
That one is actually bullshit.
Well,
That one was like a copy pasta essentially, just something
it's
wives' tale.
it's
Is
a
that
wives'
what
tale.
I'm-
Yeah. Anyway,
Whereas the don't eat before you sleep thing is like based on scientific studies.
I'm gonna click the stop streaming button.
That's fine.
Bye
thought you
bye.
Bye.
Bye.